I know how the crazy mind works. You have to stand 10 toes down on this decision. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Gabby. Nice to meet ya. So you done went and got yourself caught up in a situationship, huh? Well, it's okay, because I'm here to help you and tell you how to leave that situationship. Now, if you're here, you probably already know what a situationship is, but I am still going to tell you what a situationship is. A situationship is simply a situation that you enter with someone else and you do relationship type things, but you do not have the official title. So that means going out on dates, talking consistently, even sex sometimes, but you still do not have a formal title or that official label. And that could be hard for some people, because I know you're sitting there and you're thinking, Gabby, how did I get here? And to be honest, it happens to the best of us. You were probably sitting there and you met somebody, y'all were vibing, y'all were chilling, y'all going out, they showing you new restaurants, you're eating, drinking, talking to each other, having great sex, and maybe halfway through you were like, hey, where is this going? And they're like, you know, why does it have to go somewhere? And let's just chill and just ride. So you were like, okay, let me just sit here and ride this thing out. And then one day you look up and you're like, we haven't really gone anywhere in this, but now it's too late. You are stuck in this thing, whether it be, oh, I like going out on the dates, I like that I have somebody to talk to, or if it's just simply that you like having sex with this person. Whatever it is, this person has a hold on you now, and now you're sitting there and you're looking up like, oh my gosh, how can I get out of this thing? Gabby, how can I get out of this situationship short of getting a baptism? And I am here to help you. I am going to tell you the 6 steps to take to leave this situationship, because if you are here, you see the writing on the wall and you know that it is time to move on and leave this situation, and I am here to help you. So let's jump right into it. The first step that you need to take is to be honest with yourself. Do not get caught up in the fantasy or what should be or what could be. It is not. You are not happy in this situation. It is no longer serving you. It is no longer bringing any value to your life. So that means that it is time to let it go. Because what is the point of staying at this point? You're going to have to get real honest with yourself. You are going to have to do some soul searching, do some journaling, even go to therapy. Anything that you have to do in order to get the knowledge of yourself and the knowledge of this situation, to gain the ability to get up and leave this situation that is no longer serving you. The second step is that you have to believe what they are telling you. Now, of course, the mature thing to do is to first go to that person and try to express to them how you are feeling, and then tell them that you want a commitment. If you have done that and you have tried to go to this person and have tried to make it official, and they have still not tried to make it official with you, they have made no moves to change. They say things like, oh, it's not the right time, or I'm not ready to commit yet, or I just have to do X, Y, and Z before I am ready to get in a relationship. No matter how they try to package up and sell the dream to you, they are not going to change their mind. I know that is a hard pill to swallow, but again, they are not going to change their mind, because in reality, why would they? They are already getting what they want out of the situation. They are already getting your time. They are already getting your body. They are already getting your emotion. They are already getting everything that they need out of this situation. situation or everything that they would want. So why would they be motivated to change? And this is not to be seen as a challenge or a call to like, oh, let me play games or let me withdraw myself from them, because trust me, you falling back will only make them go away. They will leave you before you even have a chance to get this thing together and leave them. Trust me, I know. Nobody has ever fallen back on me and I've been like, oh, let me push forward or let me put in some more effort. I'm like, bye. And that is the same thing that will happen to you. Do not play games. Believe what they are telling you. If they say they do not want a relationship, they do not want a relationship. I am sorry. Take what they say at face value and leave them alone and leave this situation alone. It is a dead mission. My third tip, now this one might seem like it's contradicting my last tip, but trust me, I'm going to rope it in and I'm going to explain it to y'all, which is believe their actions, not their words. This is particularly for those people who you deal with who have the gift of gab and they are manipulators. They know exactly what to say to keep you on the hook and keep you roped into this situation. Trust me, with those people, you have to rely on their actions more than their words, because they will gaslight you to staying in a situation that is no longer serving you. They may say things like how they want to be with you, how you're so important to them. They will gas you up to think that you are the best thing in the world and they just want you around them. Like, they'll say stuff like, your energy is just so great and I just feel so good when I'm around you. Real stuff that will keep you roped in, like, oh my gosh, like eventually they are breadcrumbing you to stay in this relation. It's one of those, let me give them just enough to keep them hooked and to keep them in this situation. Do not fall for it. Look at their actions, because I trust you, they will contradict their words. They say that they want to be with you and they want to be around you, but yet they are always busy. They are very inconsistent with their time and their schedule and their plans. They say that they value you, but they never follow through with their promises or what they are saying. They can never show up for you. You see where I am going with this? The math simply isn't mathing, so you must believe what they are doing. Believe their actions. Do not listen to their pretty words. And I especially know that it's hard for people whose love language is words of affirmation, but I am telling you, look at how they are moving, and that will tell you everything that you need to know. My fourth tip is the actual leaving and the final conversation. You have to make the decision that you are done with this situation, and you have to stand 10 toes down on this decision and not waver whatsoever. And I would advise you that if you are feeling strong enough, you can alert this person that, hey, this situation is not working out for me. I enjoyed our time together, but I think it is time for me to move on and for you to move on and for us to do something different. That is a conversation that you can decide if you are strong enough that you can have with this individual. Now, on rare occasions, this individual may panic. They may, out of even desperation, decide to commit to you just on the sheer strength that they do not want to lose you and they think this is a way that they can lure you back in. But believe me, that will not last. This was a calculated panic move on their part. And I know a lot of y'all are sitting there, because I know how the crazy mind works sometimes when you really want somebody and you want them to be with you. Do not bluff leaving because you think you will get that reaction out of that person, because A, it probably won't happen, and B, they are simply just saying that because they want to regain control of the situation. It is not about the fact that they actually really want to be with you. It is the fact that they did not see this coming, and they do not want to feel blindsided, and they are not ready to walk away from the situation. So they want to entrap you in the situation with them until they think about, oh, okay, I can actually let this go. Because I promise you, they could tell you that day they want to be with you, and then the next day they're like, yeah, you're right, I don't think this is gonna work. Now you're stuck, feeling hurt and betrayed, and you're feeling every emotion under the sun when you was just ready to leave them 2 days ago. But because out of desperation and out of wanting to regain control of the situation, they roped you back in, and now they are there, and now they're walking away from the situation unscathed, and they leaving you messed up. So, like I said, when you make this decision, stand 10 toes down on your situation. Do not waver, because I promise you, you are making the best decision for yourself. But like I said, if you are strong enough, you can have that conversation with that individual. But again, I am all about protecting my peace, and if you don't think that you can have a productive conversation with that individual, if you feel like the situation is so toxic that you cannot in a way communicate with this person and let it be and just let it go, then I'm all for not having the conversation, just walking away from the situation altogether. Some of y'all might be like, oh, that's ghosting or whatever, but trust me, sometimes that is necessary when you are dealing with certain people. So protect your peace and leave the situation the best way you know how. My fifth tip for leaving a situationship is to stop communicating and stop reminiscing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, sometimes ending a situationship is like walking away from a real regular relationship. That stuff can hurt you. It can feel hard and it can be very difficult. So we must handle walking away from a situationship like we would handle a regular type of breakup with somebody. So that means deleting that person's number and the text message thread. Y'all thought I forgot. No, delete that thread. Don't get on your phone and go back and reminisce about it. No, delete the number and delete the thread. Another thing you should do is delete them off of your social media. Unfollow them on everything. Don't be like, oh, I can just keep it there. No, unfollow them, and if they keep bothering you on there, block them. Because trust me, when people see you flourishing, the devil has a way of bringing people back into your life to throw you off. Unfollow them off of social media to protect your peace of mind and to help your mental health throughout this process. Another thing to do is to delete their pictures off of your phone. You already deleted their number, the text message thread, and them off of social media. Delete those pictures. I don't care how cute they are or how cute you look in them. Delete those pictures, because again, for your mental health's sake, this will help you to move on in the process and to not reminisce and keep being stuck in that vicious cycle that you have going on with that person and with yourself. Get rid of those pictures. And lastly, get rid of things that may remind you of this person, whether it might be gifts, cards, pieces of clothing. If you have things of theirs that are of significant value, you can give them back, you can mail them back, give them to a friend to give them to them, but do not keep that stuff, because again, we are trying to move forward, we are trying to cleanse ourselves of this situation, we are trying to build a clean slate. And my last tip for leaving a situationship is healing and rebuilding. I think that this is the most important tip of them all. You have to continue to do self-reflection. You have to continue to do some journaling, go to therapy. Self-care overall is very important when you are leaving situations that you were stuck in, that were hard for you to deal with while you were in them, and now you are away from them. So we must regenerate, we must rebuild, we must get back into a rhythm in our lives outside of dealing with that person and that type of structure that we had for that period of time. Try to figure out what you learned from the experience, because I am somebody who believes that we go through things and we can learn things from those experiences. And typically I will tell you that definitely going to therapy and going to support groups would definitely help you with dealing with some of that stuff and getting back into a sense of normalcy and rebuilding yourself and healing throughout this process. And by doing all of this, eventually you can move on and start dating again and trying to put yourself back out there. This all could take some time, but hey, at least you're out of this situationship and now you're moving on to bigger and better things. As always, I love you all so much for listening. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment down below. What was your favorite tip from this video on how to leave a situationship? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!